Got a man. It's Barrios complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
Let's go. Alert 3. Maverick.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Second down, Murray sets to throw. It's complete to Diggs. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Throwing again, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This is Breida on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
You better bring 12. You better bring.
From the gun, here's Goff. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
He's got a man, complete. He got 29 yards that time. Murray to air it out again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's third and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Murray with a third and long. And that is incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Goff now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Tight dog. Deuce. 76, tell him. 76.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Finding room at the 30, and he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run again with Breida. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
At the Patriots' 33-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Drummond. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 28-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Listen. Let's go, baby.
Out of the gun. Gone. That'll be complete to Breida. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Ito Smith, his first carry. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
3rd and 6.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. We're good. We're good.
Goff. And that will be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Stay with your man.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd and very short, Murray. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Come on, set. Henry. 56. Oh, here we go. Oh, kill. Shut up.
They'll run on first down. Drummond. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Come on, boy.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watching your 5. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. His throw caught at about the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to...
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Jay Sternberger, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Gano now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive.
Ric Flair.
Here's Gall. Got a man open, that's Harry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. This is Breida. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
20. 52's the mic. He's tired of me.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you 1st downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable on picking up 1st downs.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. That'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
14.
53 is the mic. 65. 65.
Let's go.
Now Goff. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 25-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burko?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then it curls
down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Matt Breida, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Patriots get a score closer. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And he gets it to go to make this a 35-10 score now.
Ravens 35, Patriots 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
I got you. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
From the gun, Murray. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The Ravens on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this throw will be intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get in them holes. Check, 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 check.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
New England on third down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Gone. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Drummond He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 17-yard line.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here we go. This is Pittsburgh. Not today, you are. Not today.
And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. Gano's kick is good, and their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Brings up second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Jester. Mike 52, Mike 52. Not here. Hey, seam 6.
Now gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jared Davis gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Goff now to throw. Got his man. That's Harry. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
76. Go.
From the red zone now, Goff. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 22-yard line.
Come on, set. And read.
6, right there, 56.
I'm on.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Watch the run.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And, of course, this win, a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league. And to them, that's vitally important.
So for the Ravens, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for New England, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.